And welcome back. We're here with Mistrial's Miscreants, session number 36. When we last left our intrepid band, they had some strange goings on. They had to redo the entire Civil War, and now they've kind of skipped some spots, and there was a part of the journey where they didn't quite know where they were or when they were. And now they're standing in the capital city, in the throne room, receiving accolades from Queen Laura Entwine, or Tenarian Entwine. The many dragons are standing outside. Some of the people, or the group of heroes, know. Some they don't. And the Queen is speaking and has confirmed that they have achieved their mission of establishing domestic and foreign relations with the Empire of Clan. There will be an embassy in Ramsai from Clanel, and one in Clanel from Ramsai. So give me a minute. I've got a lot of things going through my head. Like, we're gonna do tonight's session. So let's go to the table and let's see our players. And there everybody is. Yeah. Let me do some camera adjustment here. Okay.
Scroll back a little.
That should get everybody in frame. And okay. Have we got everybody there? 1, 4. Yep. Okay. Laura Entwines is speaking to a great hall full of her highest ranking soldiers, some citizens, and her protectors stand right before her. And she is naming you all generals of the Empire.
Ready. Generals. I'm a general.
You will always have that title wherever your travels take you.
Okay.
You are a general of the clanal armies. Whatever good that may do. When we met, you all were on a journey. And I'm sure your journey is not finished.
True.
You are welcome to stay in Clanel for the remainder of your lives. You will always have a home here in the Empire. For we would not have an empire without Mistrial's Miscreants. And please pass on to your patroness our thanks for your companionship, your guidance, your leadership, and your bravery throughout the war. What is it you would ask of your empire?
Freedom of the yeah. I didn't even have time to think about it.
Well, save me a spot in the market for a baker's store. I plan on
Done, Sir Nick.
starting my own business.
We staying here?
Yeah. Well, I'm not staying here permanently yet.
It's nice of stuff to do.
Yeah, we have
We have things to, let's get on it.
Staying here.
Can we hold on to those requests?
Absolutely.
I've
As
already
long
made
as
my
I
request.
reign as Queen of the Empire, Those requests will remain open.
I've already made my request.
Very well.
Just a
Can we provide you transportation
I want
to your
I
next,
do need to go
the
to.
next part of your journey?
for when I come back. I just want like a decently good sized house in the middle of the field.
Wait, do we need to go to the tent or do we need to report?
Done.
Dun dun dun.
Big house in the middle of the field.
West.
It'll make quite the farm.
Look,
We already saw
we-
that. We need to find more.
maybe we
Go
could
to
have
the
a
Jewel
permanent
Road and
encampment
see if we
built.
can find more from there.
Which,
Safe
you
house.
suggest using the portal to
Use
find
my
other
house.
portals?
I suggest we track down the portals from the first
house, my
location
room.
that we found the first portal.
That didn't work out so good
Yeah,
for
the
us.
elves-
Yeah, use the
10
outside
years
bath.
ago. I
The
don't
elves
think that's going to work out
explicitly
so well
forbade
for
us
us.
from
Can I
going
go
into the cavern, and I know Belle doesn't want to go back in the cavern.
Yeah, you don't
No,
want to
I
be
don't.
beheaded now, do you?
I, for one, am fond of my flesh and will take the elves at their word
I
that they
mean-
will flay me.
Yeah,
I mean, we
this.
go to the ruins, but we don't enter the ruins.
But
Use it as a base camp?
Yes, that's what I mean.
yes, but you might stumble into something that you're unaware of that you're not supposed to be into.
I like this place.
And
Can we
then-
stay here.
What do you
They
think
will
we've
flay
been
you
doing?
alive.
What do you think we've been doing?
And me batting my eyelashes at the king
Where's
isn't
my
gonna
buddy
help this time.
Where's my buddy at?
Speaking of which, where is he?
Where's my
anyway?
crackhead
Where's
buddy?
my Adeline?
Oh,
Adeline?
If you look around the great room, you see Adeline
Oh, hello, dear.
standing there as you are before the queen. If you turn and look behind you, he stands 5 paces to your rear.
Somebody fixed to get married.
Okay, I'm winking at him.
Is Lady Kira here?
She is.
Okay. Is
Your
her
aunt,
family
right?
here?
Yes.
I want to meet my nieces and nephews. Or my baby cousins, whatever they are at this point.
You want me to go with you?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. She is on the dais beside the queen.
Oh, I got a request. I got a big
The
one.
family is somewhere.
Okay.
And once the pomp and ceremony is done, social times will commence.
Okay. You guys get to meet my
Oh,
family.
let's see.
Yay.
I get to meet my family.
get to meet more elves.
Actually, she's not. She's full human.
Which means you're elf on your father's side.
Yes. My mom is her sister.
Correct.
I think. I don't know. She's
her
like
human mother.
Yeah,
Or
she's
his
like
human mother. Excuse me.
30 years younger than me, so she's my niece, but I've never called. I mean, she's my aunt, but I've never called her aunt.
Okay.
I'm like 60 something,
Okay.
so she's in her 30s. I want to meet baby cousins.
Ah.
We.
I have a request. Your ladyship.
Yes, Miss Gatsby, Lady Gatsby.
Does she know what we've been chasing?
No.
Well,
We
And
ain't
we
told her.
need
does
to
she
keep
warrant
that
our
on the
trust for
DL.
this? Does she warrant our trust for this? That's
No, this is world ending, not just country dividing.
I don't
I know. So, if she understands that, she could be a benefit or a hindrance.
Our help in finding.
We will decide that as a group and then bring it
Yeah.
to her.
Okay. We'll have a. Where's my buddy? We're gonna discuss. We're gonna later on this evening when everybody adjourns. We've got something we're gonna discuss together.
Well, the festivities go on for a while, and there's pomp and circumstance and awarding heroes of the empire, which, of course, you requested the queen do not again, but she named you generals of the empire.
More of a job than a title. I'll accept it.
Yeah, I'll say that.
So there are several more people and Granjan has become a hero of the empire.
Very nice.
Good on Granjan.
Yes.
My buddy better have.
Sarah, his mate, accompanied him to before the dais, their younglings in tow, now of some size, and seemed to
adorable.
be quite pleased with the endeavors that her mate had become involved in, and seems quite amiable to associating with humans and orcs and elves and things of that nature. Not at all the Sarah you remember from your first encounter,
That's cool.
nor the encounter before.
How's the Goofy Dragon sisters? His Goofy
Farna
Dragon.
and
My buddy.
Yeah.
Mayana, during all this pomp and circumstance,
My buddy.
if you look, you can see out one of the big windows in the great hall.
She right there.
It's my buddy.
And she's kind of bouncing.
Hey, buddy.
And,
You found your soulmate.
And come with us.
and after acknowledgement, she kind of sprays a little sputz.
Splits. That's fantastic.
The cat.
It's my friend, he sees me.
The cat going ram.
She tinkles
I
a
know
little.
him. I know him. I know that guy. I'm so proud of that little guy.
That's so cute. So cute.
So, like I said, the ceremonies go on for and on and on. And
Some dancing going.
occasionally you catch a view or a glimpse of certain people in the crowd that you met on the battlefield during the war, both fighting for the Queen and against the Queen.
Uh-oh.
That's it.
It seems as much as the Queen has won the war, she wishes to heal the wounds of the Empire by granting clemency and long life to those that righteously opposed her.
The idea of queen
How very
versus
loquacious of
country.
her.
I walk up to one of the kids and thank them for helping me bury the dead. A little after the battlefield, after the battles.
To who?
My buddy.
Because he was burying people after the battles and stuff.
I was helping bury people.
I am going to properly introduce my found family to Kira.
Okay. So Kira, the lady of Sotwin, introduces herself and curtsies before you all, addressing you as generals.
General.
And I bow back. Lady.
I give.
Because we're done
And
like
she
that.
says,
I give a proper.
Send the best.
allow me to introduce your nephew, Talwyn, and your niece, Tanner.
Oh. They're so cute. We'll have to get little figurines.
Aww.
Write this down. Or I'll forget it.
Talwyn
Little
and Tanner.
figurines.
About how old are they?
Your mom and your dad.
Talwyn is about 14 years old,
Oh.
ready to enter military service.
Okay.
And Tanner is a precocious 10.
Aw, that's a fun age.
I love it.
They're adorable.
I know, right? And I just kind of like gently nudge Kira. You kind of look like mom.
She looks and she says, with that darkish satin
Yeah.
complexion,
Yeah. It's a much better vibe. And so I introduced my everybody.
And of course, pleasantries are exchanged, and she's pleased to meet you all, and extols how you will have to tell her of the tales of her young nephew.
Running joke.
Sir Nick can go on and on.
Oh, I'm sure he can.
Love it.
And she looks at you and she,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So there you have it.
It's okay.
Familial approval. Don't you love it?
Oh, wait a minute.
Muppet?
Hey, that gold dagger I have from the Antler Riders,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give it to Tolwyn. There's nothing magic about it, but like family heirloom style. It's like, hey, I found this a long time ago.
So
Literally.
Olwen looks at his mother, who nods to him, and he graciously accepts you, and he goes, "Thank you, cousin."
Cousin.
And he looks back at Kira and he goes, "Mother, it's just like the daggers of the West."
Hold on. They have daggers like this in the West?
Yes. They're very old. And very prized. It's quite a gift, my cousin. I regret that I have nothing to give you.
I'm just happy your mom has found happiness here.
I think she has. Father loves her very much.
Good.
And you look around and you see the warden of Sotwin
Schmoozing.
schmoozing with the other wardens, and the new warden of Northgard, not Northgard, but Winterfall, the queen's oldest younger sister that remains alive.
Okay. All right.
You can tell that, and around the room there is a buzz, and all the races are represented. And the new warden of Northgarden is an elf.
Oh, that's cool. Do we know the elf? Or is it just some elf?
Adlin.
Yay!
It's my
Neato!
That's my boo thing. That's my boo thing.
Oh boy.
See, I've been saying it for months now. Agnes Thorntress loves Adeline.
So
Just
as
like
the-
high school, you know, write it on my notebook.
Kind of gently nudge Tally.
As the day goes on, the great hall begins to be cleared, and things begin to be set up for a more social get-together of the evening. The children are sent to bed, and
So off you go, you little scamps.
you are escorted back to your rooms so that you may don your proper attire
Our fancy clothes.
for
My
the
Kieran
celebration
Jindosh
of the
fit.
evening.
No, that means don't wear our stinky leather.
But
Take a bath.
I also incorporate a little bit of my armor.
Take a
into it,
bath.
just like, because fancy, you know,
Don't make me get the
the
hose.
business.
Don't make me get the hose, ladies.
Should we convince them to take a shower?
And laid on each
I
of
am
your
not-
beds, once you
I'm not
return to the
convincing
room,
nobody.
are robes reminiscent of the Empire Army. And attached to those robes are insignias of general officers.
Are we supposed to wear these clothes to the...
Are they in the right colors?
Like,
Yes.
Okay, I'll wear it.
I'm wearing my blues. I'm wearing my dress blues.
Wear your dress blues, I'm gonna wear the dress blacks. As long as it's the right color, that's fine.
I'm also gonna.
I have
Would
a
it be
theme, but
appropriate
we're
for me to
staying on
incorporate
theme.
a little bit of my armor into it?
Oh, they got they got magnetic clippings now instead of having to slide your ribbons actually onto it. And
Oh,
you know
nice.
what? They got slide on, click.
Yeah.
Slide
So
on, click.
the idea is that you return to the Great Hall after the supper, And when you do return, it's there are floating candles
Hogwarts.
Very Hogwarts.
I was about to say.
and a wide open floor with mingling along the sides of the Great Hall. And it seems like the mingling is kind of segregated.
Mm-hmm.
People are trying to
Humans to humans, dwarves and elves.
But as the queen, now dressed in her regal robes, full of gold and resplendent, walks up onto the dais, everybody in the room bows and recovers, and she says, "Musicians." And of course, a 300-piece orchestra begins to play.
Holy crap.
Nice. It's a big room.
I gotta get out of here. This is too fancy.
And in the back, you see Maya.
My crackhead.
She has nudged her way in, and she's looking around the room. And you hear in your
Chomping at a
head.
candle.
You hear in your head, Sir Reiner, wherefore art thou?
Somebody's in love, Romeo.
So,
Can't wait to.
do you answer?
Hi.
And she immediately zeroes in on you.
Oh, good lord.
Would you like to go for a ride? Can we? Huh? Huh?
I
Fine.
walk over to Reiner, just gently nudge him towards her, just like, go on.
I give you a little cup check.
And all this is in your head.
Dragon Rider.
And some of
Force the feet, I want
you
my
that are
armor
close
bits.
to Reiner can hear this, and it draws your attention towards the rear of the great hall, and you see this huge green dragon back there, and she's kind of bouncing with her
Get
head
her out of
just
here.
I think she needs to go ride your dragon for a while.
two hearts.
That's one.
Oh my
Alright,
god.
I go.
Little human dragons.
It's called a dragon.
Wait, I have a
Dragonborn.
bard. I remember I have a bard level.
So
bard.
when you approach her, she kind of leans down
Please don't.
and lays her head
Yeah.
against you,
Oh.
I want to do it.
and not in your head, but you hear a.
Oh, Jesus.
Purr like kitty.
You're her best friend. She loves you, of course.
I do need to set up my
Tell
dice.
me why.
Yeah.
You lead, I shall follow.
Okay. I go.
Oh, this is hilarious.
So what do you do?
I go
Yeah.
outside.
You go outside. As you go outside, you see the steps before you are filled with people. Some waiting to get in,
Y'all get out the freaking
some
way.
that are not going to get in, some that are guards. And Mayana leans one side down and lowers her wing. Just like you've always done
Mm-hmm.
throughout the war.
I go.
You get on,
That's a no-brainer.
goes to full height, and with one push of her wings, she's aflying. Where shall we go? Huh? And she's kind of doing this.
Anywhere, don't matter.
Let's go out over the water.
Okay.
It's so beautiful in the moonlight.
Okay.
Indeed it is.
So she curls, and she goes. She's right at the rooftops as she goes down the hill towards the port and into the inlet, and you can almost swear that you see her wings dragging in the water as she
Mach 10.
she flows and then just coasts and flows and then coasts, and then once you reach the mouth of the inlet, she turns up and spirals.
I get hit in the face with my own vomit.
And as you give me a dexterity check.
What?
20.
13. 15.
Okay? You struggle to hold on, but you hold on. And she breaks the clouds into the clear sky above. The air is a bit thinner here. It's a little bit harder to breathe. But the moon is perfectly round and perfectly visible. It looks as if it's as big as the Earth, or as big as the world itself.
Fly across the
Question.
moon.
Do you think we can probably see her in silhouette in the moon?
No,
There's
all
clouds.
through the clouds.
Oh, I thought you meant like
I
parted
wanted you to fly
clouds.
across
but
the
not-
moon, Wicked Witch style.
I know, that would have been so cool
No,
to take a
ET phone-
picture.
ET style. ET phone.
Like
So,
Wizard
the
of
rest
Oz.
of you, let's go back. Throughout the evening, you received several invitations for dance. Belle, as a matter of fact, one of the larger soldiers that you fought with, walks up, and he's gruff and he's huge and he's just a monstrous human. And he walks up.
Get some.
Lady Belle.
Get some.
He cute for a grizzly guy. Get him, baby.
It would bring me pleasure
Get some.
I'm sure it would.
after all this time
They
if you would take the floor with me.
Dance with the human. Dance with the human.
Dance.
Dance.
Dance. Dance. Dance. Dance.
All right.
And a big grin comes across his face because you have been in battle with this man. You have fought the enemy soldiers. This man is ruthless and he's brutal and
Just your type.
of all the humans you've met, he is probably as close as he would come. You would come to a barbarian in this army.
Conan.
So
Solid.
as he holds out his hand,
I'm afraid this is going to be ugly.
You get me.
I'm assuming you're going to dance with Adam.
Stepping what do you do?
Feet.
Oh, I'm going to go ahead and dance with him since the group really had a fit about it, but not for
made
long.
that
Like
choice,
the
right?
long Opa with something. That's what I'm worried about.
You're out there and just wonder
I'm
what's
like,
on
oh,
the
we're
table.
doing okay, thanks, bye-bye.
So
I
as
wonder what
you
they're
make your way out
serving
onto
for
the
dinner.
floor, he begins to dance with you, and he holds your hand and one hand on your hip, and he's kind of reaching up just a bit. Not much, though. I mean, he's only about a head shorter than you are. And he's well muscled, and you can feel the power of this man as he moves you about the floor. And not that you couldn't resist, but it seems like
Or gets.
it just seems natural to flow with his push.
Yeah, that's hot.
But
And as
You
you
can dance with him next.
I've got Adeline, thank you.
She's spoken
as you
for.
continue to twirl about the floor at this man's direction, you find it extremely unbelievable that this savage soldier can move across the floor with such grace.
So I say to him, hey, let's go get some chicken.
He said, "Very well, General. Is that an order?"
Yes, it is.
Then chicken
I'm liking this relationship already.
It's beautiful. Beautiful thing.
So the next thing you all see is you see
J Cutler.
this soldier who's basically a higher level non-com, a sergeant, leaving with the general.
And Ace.
So it's pretty much the
Ace
J
is
Cutler.
And Ace is kind of watching and he's like,
I don't get it.
So it's pretty much the J Cutler of
and
soldiers.
as this soldier and Belle leaves the great hall, Ace kind of looks back at you and goes, and follows at a discreet distance.
Yes. Well, it's good to make friends. But I ain't interested. I just want to go
And
eat.
it-
I just
So-
walk up the stage and stand next to him.
Adeline,
Uh-oh.
the warden of Northgard, walks down from the dais to Agnes, and he bows. He says, "General, would you care to take the air in the gardens with me?"
Well, yes, I would very much love to take the air in the gardens with you.
Snap that little chastity belt on.
She's not that easy. She's not that easy.
I had to say that.
Just because I
So
am doesn't
he
mean
offers
she is.
he offers you an arm,
I take his arm.
and you go out the opposite side. Belle has gone out the side where the dragons were, which is where the kitchens are, back in the back. The gardens are out more towards the south gate, where you escaped months earlier with the queen in tow. And there's still
memories.
some of the gardens left. They haven't been destroyed. And he leads you out, and it's kind of an overcast sky, and as clouds begin to move, you find a bench amongst some wildflowers, and the fragrances fill your nose. And as the clouds break, you see a huge shadow cross you.
This one right here,
And
right?
as you look up, you see a dragon kind of doing this.
This is Reiner.
Coming in for a are they coming in for a landing in the
they're
garden?
they're
just
just
cruising. Well, I'm glad I got to see this. Dodging vomit. Dodging vomit,
Do the lovely
yeah.
layman soft thing.
Very nice,
Pixels.
very nice. Way to hold on there, buddy.
Keep holding on, buddy.
So, Lady Moonstone, as you are standing there watching all this happen, the queen walks down towards you. And she's full regal when she reaches you. She says, "General, is it true that you are the firstborn heir of the Sentric?
It's true.
Then we are truly honored to have you. Please carry our best wishes to your father upon your return.
You know my dad, so.
We would very much enjoy either his visit here or a visit to the mountains. Do you think that might be possible?
I can definitely extend the invitation.
In the meantime, have you had much interaction with Anarchy,
Not.
the elves of the western lands? Adeline and
Okay.
them. I'm sure your lines lie together in the distant past. Allow me to discuss these things with you when you have time on the morrow.
Okay. When? Where?
I will send a runner.
I'll be there.
And Lady Tal, is there anything that we can do to make your stay this evening more enjoyable?
I want to sing.
I want to sing.
I'm gonna run in, Kevin Bacon style, footloose. Let's dance.
So you see the astonished look. Give me a performance check.
Both of us, because I'm going to run up to stage and start singing.
You can add to
Are
it
you
next
bard?
time, yes.
Did you take a level
Yeah,
in
he's
bard?
got a
Yes,
level
I
in
did.
bard.
Give me a performance check.
Although let's remember who's the proper
20.
singer over
20.
here. Oh dang, okay.
Way to go.
So as
As
Tally,
Exactly.
as you look, you see this
17.
huge 17.
That's what
You
we
see
got.
this
So I'm
Plus two.
basically doing the level
19.
Laymansoft.
this huge green half orc
Oh my
slide onto the floor, Tom Cruise style. Da, 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 da. And she begins to dance, and you hear this melodic crooning coming from the dais. As everyone in the hall turns to gaze at Sir Nick, or General Nick, who begins to sing his song. And what is the song of?
What's love got to do, got to do with it?
It's a song. It's basically a song that is dedicated to the fallen, but also for the living. It's sorrowful yet
Dude, you're
happy,
bringing us down.
but happy.
We need something that's
Yeah.
You
danceable.
want danceable? Okay then.
So
Remember level Lemon from Pixels?
Yes.
That one.
Okay.
Good hit it, Nick.
So you see, Tally is dancing, and some of the more reserved people of the Empire kind of are like, "What?"
Tally
But-
loves the wine.
But the bardic influence of Sir Nick lures them into the mood. And the great dance party begins.
I'm gonna go to the new warden of Venterfall, the little sister,
Yes.
and I am a respectful choice for a dance, so I'm not a threat. So I just, my lady.
And she actually is the youngest sister.
Perfect.
Because
Moving the party
the
up.
lady of
Turned it up.
the lady of Rivervale
Yeah,
is with her husband.
right.
So this is actually the only other surviving Tenarian sister
Okay.
is the younger one, the one that you all rescued
Right.
At dagger point.
at Dagger Point.
I was not part of that. I was on
I
a dragon.
was, and I.
So, I totally just.
And she,
Milady.
when you approach, her eyes get wide, and you can tell she's still kind of
Yeah.
Iffy.
freaked out from
You got a cupcake on you?
everything that she's been through and seen. But she slowly reaches up and takes your hand.
Aww. And very respectfully, the same way I would dance with Kira is how I dance with her. Just.
Groovy. Groovy.
So
Just
as the
chilling.
night continues on, eventually Mayana brings you back to the palace.
And that's when
you-
things start dying down.
You land in the northern field outside the Great Hall. Adlin, and you spend the evening chatting on the bench. He wants to know your intentions for further journey, or whether you would stay here, or what you would desire.
Depends what my motive. What will motivate me to stay.
Me singing. My beautiful voice.
Your crooning.
Give it up.
And
She wants me to give it up.
Oh, Lord.
he looks away and then turns back and he says, "Marry me."
You got me a husband, y'all. No.
Oh,
Well, okay.
oh,
Wow.
Become the lady of Northgard.
No.
Think about it.
I know. I'm gonna think about it.
It's
I
either
gotta
stay-
think about it.
You're gonna have to stay
This
here.
isn't a Disney movie.
Dang
Yay.
it.
She's known him for 6 months.
Rebecca's right,
Maybe he'll
though.
understand. Look, I'm not even there. I'm just.
Take him with you.
He can't. He's like.
Make someone
He's a
else take
warden.
charge. Make someone
So
else
he
take charge.
kind of you see the confidence drain from his face as you're
You ruined it.
I
going
will
over
say
all
no.
these
Okay,
things in your
grabbing
head.
his hands, pulling him in. I want to say yes.
You ruined it.
Can we just be
I want to say
engaged?
yes.
Then please say yes.
Say it, say it, say it, say
Why
it.
not? Not yet. Not
Say
yet.
it. Say it, you cracker. Say it.
I'm trying to think how to word this.
Yeah, be careful, or my honor will ask you to be married.
Cracker, say it.
I want to say yes, but I have one thing to complete before I can give you a final yes.
So
Will
it's
you
still
give?
a yes.
Will you give? How about a long engagement? Can we have a long engagement? I have a couple of things I need to tie up, and then all yours.
And he looks wistfully off in the distance, and
Is he cute?
Adorable.
Yes.
for you, my lady, I will wait.
Does he get on his knee out in front of everybody?
Please return safely to me.
Plenty
I will.
kiss.
As Agnes is returning, I have the feeling that because this energy's coming off her, I'm like, yeah, I gotta sing this song for her.
And while
Well, I did seal it with a kiss. Does that help any?
Yeah.
Yes.
I sealed it with a kiss.
and while Nick is crooning
Drop the bomb.
one of his favorite looks, we're gonna take a break.
Congratulations.
Alright, so we will be back in just
Long
a few minutes,
engagement.
and we will see where we go from here.
And we should celebrate with cake, y'all. We really should.
Lend the meat cake!
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know who's up there.
Yeah.
I was like,
And we're back. And just like that, it seems that Mistrial's Miscreants have found themselves a home in Clanel. And they are welcome there. But standing against the wall is young Miss Gatsby. So let's go to the table and see what befalls the young Miss Gatsby.
I would like to take the queen after everything dies down, and maybe it's a retire. I would like to go talk to her, if it's okay with us, about what our.
Well, we need to discuss
We need to
that.
discuss it
That's
first.
what I mean. That's
We
what I
need to
mean.
vote
What are you
Take
doing
vote.
right now? That's what
Right
she's
now,
asking.
am I
Party's in full swing. Everybody's doing their thing.
What are you doing?
And
break dancing?
eventually, the queen makes her way to you. And she says, General Gatsby.
Yeah. Can I have a hug?
And she looks back at her escorts, her guards, and she says, of course you can. And she reaches down and hugs you.
A royal person. Ah!
You sure?
And she says, thank you so much for your contribution
Would you like a
to our
fry
open
balloon?
empire.
Oh, I just think.
Is it true that you are descendant of one of the founders of Rome?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I sure am.
And who was that?
Lady Teldra.
Yes, I believe I've heard of Lady Teldra. She was lost on an adventure, I believe.
Yeah, and
Not confirmed
No
Of
KIA
ill.
confirmed.
ending, but never heard from again.
Well, last time I heard, she was a rock at a gate.
Well, perhaps you may yet find her. Or at least find out what has become of her.
Yes, I would like to. I haven't seen her in like almost 40 years.
Well, that's almost 300-400 years ago. So maybe you can find out what has become of her.
Okay.
If there's any assistance I can offer
Have
you
you
in this
heard
matter,
anything of my?
please let me know.
Okay, thank you.
How old is Gatsby? I never really
Two.
asked.
I'm like,
Gatsby's not that old. She's probably she's a half elf.
She's younger than me.
Yeah, she's probably in her 40s or 50s.
Oh, okay.
I'll take 40s.
I was just like,
being that the half elves have a lifespan of 200-300 years, maybe a little more sometimes.
Yeah, you're. I think when we did the math, you're about 6-7 years younger.
So
than me.
Lady Teldra was one of the founders of Ramsar,
Yes.
and the namesake of Teldrana, the home of the Mage College, which you all have visited.
it was nice.
And while
So
on
many books.
adventure, and part of an adventuring party, she disappeared and has never been heard from again. So, Gatsby would be her great granddaughter.
Good lord.
Jesus.
But I'm cute.
Dear Jesus.
And the queen curtsies to you and she says, General, it is such an honor to have one of such esteemed heritage here with us this evening.
Like royalty.
Kind of. That's what she means.
Is there anything that you would wish of the entire clan?
I would like to. Not yet. Can I give you a hug?
Again, of course.
I just wanted to say, ma'am, I'm a huggy chick.
Very huggy.
I love to hug. That's like my calling card. People know me by my hug. Because you know,
That tension.
I knew it. She's after your tent.
Can I have that improved for you?
I like Shay's Lounge.
Pretty happy with the way it is.
Yes, ma'am. If you want, that would be good.
I will send a messenger to your quarters on the morrow to gather it, and we will take it to our mages and have it improved.
Improved how, though? Exactly.
Yeah, improved how?
Because it can't get much better than it is.
Improve it. Has it down to improve.
It's old.
We're installing
If
plumbing.
you want to, it is not you have to, but if you feel like it, you can. I don't wish to take anything, but
It's
if
the very least we can do.
We did fight their war.
well, they're just family.
And I have spent many evenings in that tent. And I would like to make it, what shall I say, more presentable.
Well, presentable. Hello.
I don't know, where'd that come from?
What?
She's a queen, I guess.
No.
Yeah, but the one that she was in was like fur rugs everywhere, roaring fire, marble-looking
Now,
bed.
my lady, if you'll excuse me, I have many other people to see.
She just wants to do.
And I must walk the grounds to speak to all the dragon folk.
Does she
Yes, ma'am.
see me on the dais just singing?
Well, if you need us, we're here.
So the party continues on for some time. Merriment and dancing, and Nick does a full set, and
Encore.
Thank you. Good night.
thank you, report us.
Yeah, tip jar.
Thank you, bartenders. I'm here all
Report
weekend.
us now.
Here one night only.
I think throughout all of that, I'm going to dance with somebody from every delegation,
Mm-hmm.
cause I want to make my face known around.
Everywhere.
I want people.
And everyone already knows me because I'm singing.
Yeah.
It's like I'm the.
Do you know that
I have
cute
manners.
little guy?
In the
I'm gonna go be mannerly.
in the yard to the north of the Great Hall, Mayana is speaking to Ryan through telepathy and explaining how she is, her and her sister are expected to be part of the ruling delegation, helping the Queen integrate dragonkind into the Empire. And she wonders if he might stay so that they could enjoy rides together.
That's really his choice, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay, so you realize what you've decided.
You're staying.
If you're staying.
You're staying in Portus.
You're staying here. Like, you don't want to go on your adventure.
Do you want to?
So
Ask her
reconsider and.
Why don't you
I'm gonna
ask her
tell,
to come with
I'm gonna tell the dragon for her and her sister to come with us.
We cannot. The Queen has asked us to be part of the transition.
We'll be back.
Dragonkind
We'll
with
be
the
back.
planet.
We'll be back.
So you cannot stay.
Okay.
You cannot stay.
So will you be
You will be
back?
back.
I'll be back.
We'll be back.
Well, I will wait.
Okay.
And I will look forward to your return.
Okay.
Sounds like me and Madeline.
And she wheels and off she goes.
All I can think of is Pete Dates and SNL. He's Chad.
Okay.
So the party begins to die down after several hours and everybody begins to separate. The Queen has left. The lady of Sotland has gone back to tend her children. And so people begin to thin out. So what is the party going to do?
Well,
I
we still
am
need
gonna
to
go
discuss whether or not we
take
can
off
trust
fancy
the
clothes.
Queen with the knowledge of the portals.
Yeah.
No,
Let's
we
do
can-
that.
I'm going to send
Tim?
Adeline off with a promise that in 6 months' time I will be back and we will marry at that time.
In 6 months.
6 months.
6 months.
We have 2 years left. And then we have to go fight Vicky.
And we shall join you. But in 6 months I'm coming back and marrying my baby.
So yeah, meeting in the Rose Room.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
Wow.
Pajama time.
Pajamas.
Pajama time.
Pajamas, everybody. PJs.
Kiss my boots and good
Pajama
night.
time.
Go to bed.
Okay,
Let's
so
gotta talk.
Tunic and pantaloons.
everyone is
Basically.
gathering in Anley's room.
In PJs.
Anley and Nick's room.
Not big shirt and
In
leggings.
PJs.
Let's go.
It is a well-appointed room, but Spartan, just
Just as
like
we remember
the
it.
Empire. You all are familiar with these halls. They're off the royal quarters. And they are for special envoys and such. So, there you are.
So
Well, let's talk.
Okay.
So Gatsby,
Dun, dun, dun,
what is your
dun.
proposal? What do you want to tell the Queen?
I think, back in my mind, Vixer has never left. Vicky has never left. I think she is still a great threat because I feel it. I feel with all the stuff that we've been through.
I mean, because we have to, this is, yeah.
I mean, yeah, we have 2 years to get strong enough to beat her.
I maybe the Queen could maybe, if we could have people looking that she trusts for odd, unusual things in different places, and can report back to her, and then we can take the information and go check this out.
Well, that does beg the question, can we trust the Queen with the knowledge of the portals?
We don't necessarily have to tell her about the portals.
We kind of do, because in order to make her understand what a threat Vicky is, we have to tell her we've been to the past, the future, alternate timelines, and back again.
I think we could.
Which breaks our promise to the elves, where we told that nobody's gonna find out
I
about
never
this.
made any real promise, did I?
Well, we're alive, so kind of.
Yeah.
Well,
Not to mention,
well,
we promised older you
could
that
we
we'd
could
try
do
to
it
keep the
this way.
timeline intact.
We could tell her, and she kind of not figure, and maybe put something where she can.
She says something she does.
No, where it's like put a
Glamour?
yes, something like that, or we can entrust her into our group, just her, and because she has resources and she has more resources than we. Even we've got magic, we've got orcs, and
She has armies.
she has army.
What do you say?
I don't trust her because she wanted that tent.
That's
So
a
she
little
made
That
it
is a
better,
little odd.
which is
It's a little
bogus
sus.
to me. I'm skeptical of that. I don't like the whole idea. I think we need to keep it to ourselves. I mean, I respect everybody's opinion, but in my opinion, I think we should keep it the
What
way
do
it
you
is.
say?
I agree.
What do you say?
It's whatever.
Yay or nay?
Yay.
Yes, tell her.
Yes, tell
No.
her.
No.
No, don't tell her.
No,
So
we need
nay?
to keep our hand very close to us. No.
So
no,
nay.
no.
We can't tell her that we're from 3 years in the future, let alone 14 years.
Okay, but what happens if one of ourselves we catch up? Ourselves catch up and come through.
We're not going to catch up because ourselves are 2 years ago doing whatever they were. I think I was in jail again. So,
Again.
And I was traveling taverns.
So no. All of ourselves are back.
I was
wrong
working
side.
in my father's.
We haven't even been.
So,
Father's,
asked.
that's a
Come
nay
over.
for me then.
It's a good idea though, and I can see how you think the benefits from it.
So, unanimous vote nay?
But
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Gatsby. We just can't allow her to know.
She's gonna think we're crazy. However, my nephew did say those gold daggers we got.
Reminiscent of
The
West.
maybe she
So-
already knows about the portal.
We're gonna have to. I'm gonna.
I don't know. He
Tell you
says
what,
they are very,
is it
often
Adeline
very
from the
rare.
West?
New proposal.
Adeline's from the West. Why can't we ask Adeline?
Why? Okay,
That I like.
Good.
Okay.
That.
You
But
work your
why
charm
don't we
on
suss out
Abby.
what Queenie knows?
Okay.
Like, I know that she knows we're playing poker. We see her keeping her cards close to her chest, no matter how eloquent she is.
Well, then it's
Right.
time we play at least one card. We could ask for transport to the west.
I think she'd give us that no matter what we did. Because
Yeah,
we were
I mean,
supposed to be
that was
exploring Clan
Incognito.
anyway.
We don't need to let.
It don't matter at this point.
People
Who's gonna
know us.
mess with
We're
us?
freaking generals.
Okay, so
People know
tell you what,
us, so-
Hanley, you and me, you want to come with me to the Queen's chamber and ask her for transportation to the west?
I'm gonna need another dagger. Well, not tonight. Not tonight.
Not tonight, but tomorrow.
Sleep it off.
So the West.
We need to go
talk
west.
to Annalie. Talk to Annalie's that dude
Anley, yeah.
with the children,
West is
and
the-
because
My,
like you
my
said,
aunt.
yeah, those little
Adeline.
kids,
Kira,
Kara
the lady
and.
of Southland.
I don't know how much she would know though. Like
But
I mean, she
could
might
we-
have like a
don't one of
passing
us-
interest.
We have some. We
So
touch
you
something
speak
and
with
it tell us
your
the history.
congratulations. Thank you,
Yes.
by the way.
What a
Uh,
catch!
He ain't still put a ring on it yet, but it's okay.
I'm sure he'll send you one.
I'm sure.
I'm sure it'll be made out of a tree.
Probably, and that's fine.
An Erd tree. Yes, I
But
mean, that's an Elden
You
Ring
talk
joke.
to him. You talk to him. See what he knows about this dagger.
Well, we
Yeah.
can talk. We can all talk to him together. You know.
Should
We
we
need to
ask
get
her
our tent
about
back.
upping
Because
her?
didn't she say something about the tribes of old?
Well, we do need.
Sort of. So
Something like
west
that.
is important.
But here's
we
the
knew we
thing.
needed to go west anyway.
Do you
West
think
we
that
go.
all of us going into the Queen's chamber at once would kind of freak her out, saying, "Oh, we have a major problem," right? That would just scream.
All in our PJs.
That's why we wait until tomorrow when she's not busy. I'm sure we can find a minute to ask her, hey, my nephew pointed out that there are daggers like this in the West. We picked some up in wrong side, which is weird. Can you tell us anything about that, maybe?
And why would she want to know that?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
God, why to, she asked you, why would you want to know about this?
I like history. I have several proficiencies.
It's, nobody has a spell. Don't you, somebody have somewhere if you touch an item, you can tell it's history?
No, but I have proficiency in history, so like I can study a thing. Like I'm pretty decent at history. If it's close enough to the stuff we got in Romsai, I can figure it out.
I do think
maybe.
That's cool. I do think we need to tell her to continue to continue with her all the truths, training, not faltering, just keeping a just training.
Tell her to be ready
Just
for anything.
But why is she trying
Give her
to
a fair
keep us
warning.
here? Everybody's like, the guy comes and wants to dance with me.
Yeah.
Not saying he doesn't love you, but Alan wants you to marry him, and then
He
she
got a
wants you to
dragon.
stay with the dragon.
Well, I mean, they've been flirting off and on for the last
Well, right,
year.
but still, I'm just real skeptical about
Okay, so
I'm gonna
I
agree with
had that
Belle.
thought too.
I absolutely agree with Belle.
what's
so
going on.
Before
Why
we
is
head
she
out for
doing
the west,
that?
we do need to give the queen a very cryptic warning at least.
A warning about what?
Just tell her to be ready for anything.
For what?
Vicky, in case Vicky decides to.
That is 2 years in the future, where
I
she
know.
even comes to her full power and starts to take over
barely even
Romsai. It still has to take over all of Romsai
noticed
and
that. I was
then
like,
Still,
has to jump the ocean.
No,
you still need her to be ready.
And it has a
We're
loud
not telling her
nicotine
yet.
in
We
it.
still have 2 years
home?
to train, to hone our
Slavery.
skills, and then on our way out, we can tell her, hey, we're gonna go fight a bad guy. Be ready. You guys
So-
have been training, you guys have been kicking ass.
All right.
If we fail,
That's
be ready.
I'm tired.
I guess.
Okay,
So it's settled.
Is everybody going to sleep?
Yes.
We're not telling the queen
No.
No.
anything.
And now I feel like I have to sniff out my fiance and figure out if he really actually likes me.
We're gonna
You have
We're
some
gonna
way to totally like
suss
you.
out what's going on.
You better.
Meanwhile, the
It's not
orc
to love.
The way
sisters
he looks at you,
is just gonna be skeptical of it all.
And wouldn't
Same with
Chris,
the elf.
wouldn't
I'm gonna
Rainer
grab a block of
Reiner.
cheese.
Rainer
Saunter off to my
Dragon with the
Enamored with him forever.
but can't he
So-
communicate and see, have a little, hey, can you,
No
hey,
nicotine.
have you ever seen anything
No
strange?
nicotine.
Yeah, take a little sip.
That's what I said.
It's just flavor.
So night passes
I know.
without incident. The following morning, Gatsby, you hear a
Do it.
I don't eat candy.
Good morning.
and before you is one of the Queen's Guard, and he's holding your canvas in his hands. With the Queen's compliments, ma'am.
Make sure it works.
Pop it up.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo it.
Oh, that is improved.
It's a new bigger one.
Let me see.
It's bigger? Oh, I need to see it now. I didn't really look at it.
Can it be pretty like a pretty pale blue?
AC of 18 has twice as much hit points. Nice.
Thank you.
She
Thank
gets
you.
stronger.
Well, she did something nice. That is very, very, very nice.
I don't
mean, you know
trust
what?
her.
We've
So
trusted
you
her this
you
far.
bibbidi bobbidi boo the tent.
Bippity boppity boo.
Okay.
Poof.
As you bibbidi
Let's
bobbidi boo the
explore.
tent, you see a straight side cabin tent form before you, with a doorway large enough for the half-orc to
There you
walk
go.
through standing straight up.
Is it still? I have
Now
to
you
remind
gotta
you.
go. You're gonna do that one.
So-
Piss it.
Let's find out.
Yeah,
You
we
walk
need-
inside.
Yeah, I walk inside.
As you walk inside, the floors before you are no longer wooden or Spartan, but inlaid marble. The walls are adorned with gold and silver and wallpapers that are of gold leaf with chair rails. The
Thank you.
big table in the center is
feel like
much improved
Sure.
with padded chairs, and the meals include now some of Clennell's fare, some of the fishes and food of the north. The fireplace is about twice as large, and surrounding both sides of the fireplace, as you see, are 2 staircases that spiral up behind the staircase, behind the fireplace. There are still chambers off to the side, but there are 3 chambers off each side.
So this just got upgraded significantly.
We have a pop-up kitchen crew.
I'm gonna agree with Belle.
All right.
You're still looking at it.
Your shiny A. We're gonna go do this.
We're
Doesn't
skeptics,
feel like
I was gonna
home.
say.
This is hinky.
When somebody's really nice to you, you look
This
at
is
it.
hinky AF.
And I mean, like, I'm gonna objectionally look
No,
at
you
it
gotta
and like
put
it's
AS.
pretty,
So
but
are you all inside now looking?
I guess.
And you
Okay.
I just
cannot
want to
come
go
in.
check my room.
You cannot
So-
come in here without an invitation. Whoever.
Hey,
Is my bed
hold
a
on.
tree now?
I'm gonna peek out the door, and I'm gonna get one of those little steward guys.
Okay.
To see if he can get in, yeah?
Because only you can invite people in. It's not charmed to me. Hey, little steward guy, can you run in that tent and grab something off the table for me?
So, yes, yes, General. And goes trucking towards the tent. He hits the tent door and goes.
Okay, still safe.
And
I help
you,
him
you
up.
notice that he's all
Good point,
askew
Dad.
and he's.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna gently lay on one little hand.
And the
like,
door
okay.
is big enough for
And he
Belle
wakes up.
You good? Hey, sorry.
Who there? Who there?
You good?
You good, buddy?
Do we have,
You hit a wall, man. You good?
is the door big enough for a dragon to get in?
No.
No.
Probably not, but nobody's tried.
Hey, crackhead, come here.
How big?
I'll grab it
is
myself,
Audrey?
honey. You go on out. Thanks.
Audrey's
Thanks.
the size
Audrey's
of
been
a-
invited in.
Dottie
a,
size?
She's like a dog.
A dog, a
Smell
mixed
still
cat.
works, at least.
Okay.
Where did this come from?
Somebody catch
We
this
did
fly.
fight her war.
So, are you
Lots of
exploring?
things.
Gave us
Are
time.
you exploring the interior?
Yeah,
I'd
I want to
like
know
to
what
go
our
look
room
at my
looks
room
like.
As you go into your room, it is your room. The things are exactly the same,
Is it just bigger?
except bigger and more ornate.
And I can still
Does my
fold it
wardrobe
up.
have more clothes
The
in it?
two, yes. The
Yay!
2 rooms.
Is it a bigger bed
The
for
2
her?
rooms that were
What do you
beside the fireplace are not there anymore. They're replaced by staircases that go up.
The
I'm just kind of eyeballing the new bed and just.
How much
Is
white
my-
marble is in
Is
here?
my bed a tree?
The entire 60 by 100 hall is marble floor.
Is my bed a tree?
Is it cold when we walk in there?
It's home for me. My
Where's
bed's
the
a
fire
tree.
going?
The fire's going.
My bed's a tree. It's
It's
home for me.
comfortable.
Check for any magic.
That's
on
what I
this
think,
thing
because
aside
I
from
just
the
now
type you
got
put on there.
a freaky feeling.
Check for malevolence.
Malevolence or malevolence?
No, malevolence.
Detect evil.
Detect evil.
You have that spell?
Gotta detect magic. Well, it's all magic.
It's all magic.
No, I don't
I
think
did
you have
have
it.
it.
I think it got took out.
Okay, I'm detecting magic.
Well, the whole thing is magic. Of course you're gonna detect it.
It's everywhere.
But
Do you have detect?
My
Of
magic.
divine
What
sense.
about deception or insight? Deception
Guidance?
checks.
Like, I understand that y'all are suspicious of the gift.
Not just the gift. The titles, the pomp, the grandeur, the whole
Trying to
of it
keep
all.
people here.
But Lady Mistrial has given us similar titles.
Heroes,
Mistrial.
generals.
Holy or unholy power.
Did not,
Yeah.
she was not
That's a
so
thought.
Oh.
That's a thought. It's something.
loquacious
Temptation.
with her appreciation.
Yeah, but she's a ranger. She wasn't raised to be a queen like that.
That's true.
But royalty
detecting
expects
other
to be
people's
treated
thoughts.
well
Yeah,
and
I
to
know.
people to do their bidding. So
Right.
she's
It's
going
like,
kind of overboard with the thank yous.
how about the
I'm
younger
feeling.
sister?
I'm not knocking y'all's suspicion, but at the same time, we have literally saved this woman's life
Numerous
a
times.
dozen times.
That's the least she can
She
do for us.
said months ago that she wanted to fix up our tent for us. She said that months ago.
Get off y'all's high
But
horses.
to her, we only saved her during this war. She doesn't know about the 2 others
You'd be
that
surprised.
we fought before
You will
with
be
her.
surprised.
Still,
So, we have to know what she knows. have to know what she knows.
Well, maybe it is for him. Maybe.
Or we
Nick
could
needs to
take
go
the,
and question him for me.
we could take the gift as a gift and go do what we were told to do by our actual lady.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So then let's go west. I'm so tired
I'll
of
go
these
to the
walls.
queen and ask for transportation to the west when she's free, okay?
Yeah, I want to ask about the daggers.
So for now, let's just spend
and
the day in
ask to
Clanel.
go west. That's all I want.
So when do we
Horses.
go
Let's
west?
do horses. I
Tomorrow,
like
because
horses.
today let's just spend the day in Clanel.
Let me talk to Adeline. Let me see
I
about
wish
the.
we could take the dragons and go.
They're busy.
No, I'm gonna stay near the
We
queen.
could go meet
Wait
the
for
blues
an
and
opening,
reds.
a chance
Are the
to
blues and
ask.
reds still there?
Yeah, but don't be a
I'm
creep
sorry?
about
I
it.
won't be a
Blues and
creep. I'll
reds
just
still
be standing there waiting.
They were last night.
And you've
You
got
haven't
you
seen
can talk to
anybody.
your
I mean,
the niece.
We're still
You're
upstairs in
just
our
Little
little
still up-
Reds.
You're still up in your halls.
Of course,
That's
there was.
Maybe I have
We can
another
go-
suggestion.
Okay,
Maybe
fine.
we need to pull the
Sounds
queen's
good.
young.
I would like to go
Okay.
visit Farna. We have a day.
Yeah.
I would like to go visit Farna
Yeah, 'cause
and
I'm-
just tell her things.
Right now, I'm the
So,
one who's gonna be
we
talking.
You
go
want
down
to see
to
the
the-
queen,
to the dragon paddock as well.
Do what? I'm sorry.
Anley.
The dragon. Farna the dragon.
Did you want to see the queen?
Eventually, yes.
I'm the one
Nick
who's
wants to see
Ask
the
about
keeping an eye.
transportation tomorrow.
out.
Yeah, we're gonna
Nick
ask about
wants to
see the
transportation
queen.
tomorrow
Nick
and
wants
stuff
to
like
go
that.
and see the
Nick.
queen.
At mention of it to one of your attendants, he says, Sir Nick, or General, if you will follow me.
I follow.
The queen asks us to accommodate you whenever possible.
Convenient. Okay, well, take me to the queen then. I need to talk to her.
So they lead you to the Great Hall, and in the dais is a throne, or actually the throne room, excuse me. And on the dais is the throne, a singular throne now. It's a great stone throne with encrusted with the local jewelry and fine stones from the mountains. And she, when she sees you enter the chamber, she goes, General,
Queen.
what can I do for you?
Oh boy, time to talk politics. We need to arrange transportation to the west for tomorrow.
Of course. Would you like horses or I don't know, an airship?
That would be amazing.
How about the dragons?
But
Airship.
an airship would provide.
I
Yes.
cannot offer you one of my captains, however. I can
understand.
offer you some crew, but I must maintain my captains here.
That is understandable.
I can offer you a captain to school you and my friends
I like ships.
on the operations.
Please let it be.
Give us a small sloop with a small crew.
Please.
That's all we need.
Very well.
Armored.
Is there anything else?
I would like to learn from one of your best captains, if
Captain
possible.
Captain DeVere.
I believe
An airship captain.
Captain DeVere.
I need
one
an
of our best
airship
captains is one of your best captains.
Captain.
DeVere? Is his name Captain DeVere?
It is.
Buddy!
Don't touch nothing.
Ask about the dagger.
Oh, also, my
I ain't ever been so happy.
my companion, my intimate companion,
Just my Emily.
my Anley, has a very interesting dagger. And his niece says,
And
He,
and
Nephew.
Sir Anley, or General Anley, gave it to his nephew at last night's affair. I
Yes.
understand.
his nephew.
These things are very rare, but they are not unheard of. Those are the legendary dragons. I mean, the legendary daggers that come from just beyond the breaking of the world.
Okay. Well, his niece
Nephew.
mentioned something about being from the west.
The ones that we have found in the past have come from the far west of this continent.
If I may, could one of the stewards go get Anley? Because Anley's proficient at history.
She looks over and nods her head, and the kid takes off running. Next thing you,
Because we would like to see these daggers, if possible.
and of course they're hustling. They're going,
Yeah.
General, please.
Okay, and I'm hustling right on.
You notice I'm in my formal attire when
I'm
I'm
not.
talking as the queen, because
Nope, I am
So
back
the
down
queen
to
goes- I
always dress
shirt
my
and
best.
That's all I got right now.
Yeah.
I always dress
When
my
you
best.
enter the chamber, she goes, General, I understand you had a question about the dagger.
Yeah.
I believe there is a tome within our library.
Did those mages put the books back? Or did we get the books
They
put
did.
back? Okay, cool.
Our library has been restored. I believe there is a tome in our library that would cover the period of history that you are interested in as to where that dagger came from.
Okay, what language is it in?
It is in a rare dialect of common.
Old dialect of common?
Very old, and very few people can even translate it. And none that I know speak it.
We found some books like that at the Mages College in Teldrana. They have a very fabulous librarian there who is familiar with it. I've studied it a bit. I think I can work with that.
And the Mage College in Teldrana is well known to us. And perhaps after we have established better relations, we could exchange information.
Perhaps.
But I will send word to the library
Yeah.
to have those tomes pulled for you,
Okay, thank you.
or a tome.
Alright. So, may I go find Captain DeVere, or?
Yeah.
He would be at the port. I believe he's going
In the
back to
chair.
sea.
Oh, well, can he spend a day teaching?
That would be up to him. He is an independent captain that only came with you all, but then found a place in our fight for the Open Empire.
Alright. May I get a horse to ride out to port?
Of course. She looks and nods and
And off you go.
yeah.
I'm going off by myself here?
I have a
I'm
question.
not going. I'm going to the library.
All right.
I got
Do
things
all
to read.
of us
All right.
necessarily?
I'm going by myself then.
So library, DeVere.
I'm going to go train with DeVere.
Okay.
Does
So,
Tally
what's
want
everybody
to go
else
to the
gonna do?
library?
Do I know that you're going to the library?
I was gonna. If Tally wants to go to the library, I can send a runner.
Tally will go to the
Anubis.
library.
Yeah, I'm gonna send a runner for Tally.
Sending runners. Just like
I have that authority at this moment. I'm gonna
we
abuse
have this
it.
authority.
You there.
I just gently, hey,
I
you,
have a question
Young
for you
man.
guys.
Miss Tally's room.
I'm not bad at history. I've got a +3.
Okay, so they go to
Yeah, I'm
town.
gonna go fetch Tally.
Next thing you
I
hear,
have
Tally
good
is
history.
Tally's still asleep, of course. She's sleeping off the great amount of food she ate.
I have +8.
To history?
Yes.
Neat. I have +6.
Nice.
Anybody?
Okay.
Wait, what?
I have a
Wait.
question, guys.
Say what again?
So
+2
Tally,
history.
anybody else?
Well, I'm riding out. I can't do
I think
it.
I'm
Yeah.
going to go and just pop this tent and do some.
Investigate.
So you're going to
Yeah.
investigate your tent? We'll
Oh,
get back to
yeah.
that.
Stay out of my
Okay, so what you were going to say?
Back to
I
it.
guess I'm reacting to the knock on my door.
Okay.
This had
Roleplay.
so better be important. What do you want?
General Anley requests your presence.
So I'm gonna kind of roll and go to the door and swing it open and kind of like glower and what does he
And
want now?
You see the young man kind of begin to shake, and
Oh,
he
Poor
rests
baby.
himself.
too orc.
No!
Oh,
And somebody
I was
called.
too orc. I was too orc.
Too much. Too much.
Two.
Bring it down.
So
Bring
I'm
it
gonna
down.
try and console him. There.
Dislocating his shoulder in the process.
Thanks, Sheldon. There.
Sorry.
Where is Anley?
Chris?
In her quarters, ma'am.
I have a question. for
Anley
you guys.
is in his quarters.
His quarters, excuse me.
All right. Let me put on my leathers.
And as you close the door, you hear something hit the floor.
Open the door.
I open the door again.
You find the young man in just a heap, unconscious.
On the bed.
His hand just kind of quivering.
I'm gonna kind of kick his
I have a
foot with my
question.
foot. Human.
Come on, Elf.
Human.
He looks up at you and goes, and passes out again.
In his quarters. I'll just leave you here.
And I'm just like rapid fire in my quarters, gathering notebooks, pens, whatever I can find.
I'm
might be helpful.
Quarters, walk in. What?
They have a book about the breaking.
You woke me up for a book.
Just
She's
look.
drinking the coffee.
Look.
She was in my coffee. She's just a little.
They have a book about the breaking from Flannel's perspective in the west. We're going west, right?
What?
Okay, so this is about the history. Flannel in the west,
Not Teldranin.
not Teldranin. Flannel.
You woke me up for a good book.
Uh-huh.
A good book.
They said they had a couple of them.
And where are we going?
The library.
Guys, I need to ask you a question.
How did I know it was
What's
in
up?
the damn
And I just kind of hand her a
I know they
sandwich with all the
bought that
fixins.
skyship
I
for
brought
us,
you
but
breakfast.
wouldn't it be to have
Take a
some
small
in the
swoop.
some
Okay.
in the air and some on the ground?
Okay.
Happy
Okay,
tally.
go to the library.
Happy tally.
Go train
Alright.
Javier on how to pilot one of those things.
Go to the library.
You good? You got it, Nick.
Belle.
You got
I know how to get favors.
I'm gonna do just a walkabout. I'm just gonna
You,
keep
as
my
you
ears
I'm
awaken,
gonna go.
Oh, you're telling me. Okay.
as you awaken, you feel an unfamiliar weight across your legs and arms.
Oh no! Oh no!
What?
Feel an unfamiliar weight across your legs and arms. And as you open your eyes and look downward, you see the human soldier that you had shared several
Brown chicken,
chickens
brown cat.
and a case of ale with the prior evening. It feels as if there's a little dwarf inside your head hammering on the inside of your head, trying to get out.
This is the best thing ever. She just bumped uglies.
If as you raise the cover to get out of bed, you see that you are completely nude, and the soldier is completely nude.
So you can say she's bumped uglies, her grillies and his whiteys.
Your honor has been compromised. You've got to marry him now.
No, I stabbed him.
Oh, shit.
She like,
So,
he
and with
stabbed
that,
you
we're going to
first?
take a break. All right, so we'll be back in just a little bit and see if Belle truly is a
And pregnant.
praying mantis.
with a little ogre. Okay, guys, I did bring
And we're
about.
back at the table. So, Nick has gone on horseback down to the port to catch Captain DeVere before he leaves on supposedly the Shorebreaker, his ship. Anley and Tally are headed to the library. Gatsby is investigating the new, bigger and better, more improved magical tent. Belle has awakened to the monstrous soldier that she
And she's
shared
married
chickens
to
and
him.
ale with last evening. And we have Agnes and Reiner and Moonstone. What are you guys doing this morning?
I bought us
I'm
a
having
cake.
breakfast with my betrothed.
Can I cast a deception spell on that inside of that tent?
No, they don't have one.
Okay.
Reiner?
Still on that? I don't even know. I'm asleep.
You gonna sleep in?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So back to Belle. Let's find out the fate of this young man. Belle, you have stabbed this man, and he wakes up and he rolls over and he goes, "What the hell?"
I do have a detect magic.
You need to make sure you were alive.
You don't have the card in your thing.
I asked him to leave immediately and does not speak of this.
Well, of course. Next time you're in town, look at me up.
And we'll bump uglies.
So he gets up and he
Make
starts
that man do
gathering
the
his
walk of
shit and
shame.
he says, damn woman, did you have to go so deep? I've got to go find a healer.
Did you?
So I got rid of him quickly. So I'm going to do a walkabout and just keep my ears open because I am, suspicious.
You hate this, don't you?
Yes.
Oh, please.
I mean, we're scary enough as is.
I don't need to keep coming back to.
So Gatsby, back to you in the tent. So as you look into the 6 side rooms, they are now like a 30 by 30, 35, 33 foot by 33 foot. Whereas before they were 20 by 20. Now they're incrementally bigger. But the 2 rooms beside the fireplace are missing. They've been replaced by staircases.
Where does the staircases go? I need to see where these staircases go.
Okay, which one do you take?
I'm gonna take the left first.
Okay, as you go up the left staircase, you travel up, and it's almost like you went behind the fireplace, and it opens out into a landing above, and a hallway that runs about 60 feet. It's about 6 feet wide and 60 feet long, and off each of those, off the hallway, is doors. 3 doors on each side.
You have all day.
Well, now they got me considering that I need to go through these thoroughly because
Okay, as you go through them, you find the 2 rooms that were behind the fireplace are now the first 2 rooms in this hallway. Then you find 2 more rooms and 2 more rooms beyond that.
and what's in these rooms?
A bed, a bath, a fireplace, a wardrobe,
Are they all the same? Or
chairs, the ones that aren't occupied.
Visitors' rooms.
I have a feeling she's going to try and stick us with an army, and we're going to have to house the army in the dang tent.
We
That
can't
would
really fold it up and have the army in there, otherwise they're going to be knocked
So
prone.
it's almost like you went to a 2nd floor.
okay,
Just gave us some extra rooms for visitors.
okay. I like to put my hands, take my gloves off, and put my hands on the floor.
And at the very end, there's another room that's the same way. So there's 13 rooms.
Okay.
You put your hand on the floor, it is cold, hard marble.
That wouldn't be a good if you slipped and busted your head.
And all these rooms are exactly the same.
Except for the ones that are occupied by your party.
Okay, let's go to the other side.
Okay? The right stairwell. As you came back down, you're back in the main room. It's 60 by 100. And you go back up the right stairwell, and it's almost like you went to the 2nd floor. And as you walk onto the 2nd floor, there is a great hall.
Huh?
And there's a library to the right.
We have a library now?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, that might not be such a bad thing.
And there is a sitting room and to the left, or a sitting area with couches and chairs
No throny looking,
and,
is it?
and another fireplace.
Pillows?
And then at the far end of the room are several doors and what looks to be like a large window.
I'm
The
gonna
window
go.
is open, and if you look through the window, you can see a large kitchen with a hearth and preparation tables and
Is there anybody in there?
no.
So it's my kitchen. My kitchen.
Yeah. Do I need to
There are
check?
ovens and brick ovens.
Could I? Maybe she's got history. Can I?
It's just our tent.
But they've had me that stuck in my mind.
Well, I mean, it could just be a gift, but, that's what
Best
you have
be
a
safe
group
than
of
sorry,
people,
right?
so you can weigh each other's.
Okay.
I made her sus. And she's all suspicious now.
Great job, guys.
Bye.
Oh, I've been suspicious since we started, but
I mean, we just said that it was sus that she was being so sweet to us. Not necessarily that there
We
was
are
something wrong with the
orcs.
tent.
We
Okay.
are green.
And you wonder
You're
why?
still our family, so we're gonna take care. We're gonna.
And I have a
we're gonna
whole
respect
ass
y'all's
record. And she's still nice to me. I have a legitimate record. I've been hung. And she's still cool with me.
I think she's.
Okay, I don't have to get so
Okay,
adversarial.
so
We
Tally,
just-
Anley, you make it to the library, and you're met by one of the mage librarians. Yes. She walks up to you and she bows and she says, General, and the Queen has sent word, and I have pulled the tomes that I think that might meet the requirements of your search.
Okay.
And she leads you through the library to a large table with several chairs, and laid upon there is the book stands are several books, several book stands,
Yeah. Feels
And-
familiar.
and you recognize the text
That's pretty common.
immediately. It is pretty common.
Cool.
There's some reading to be done.
Okay.
Oh, now you're happy.
So, give me a perception check.
20.
25.
Oh,
Oh, we all had to do a perception check?
No.
Just us two.
20, I'm sorry, baby. I didn't teach you.
oh, mine's just a 4.
Listen,
Oh wait,
boys.
plus.
Where's my thing? That's what you get for using.
She didn't.
No, she
No,
did.
she did.
Y'all leave me alone about my liquid core dice.
But
It's
they
a
roll like
dragon's eye.
Man, it's your liquid core.
Don't touch it. You make fun of it, you don't touch it.
I wasn't making fun of it.
I'm
I
making
was.
fun of it.
Okay, Hanley,
Keep your juju off of it.
you
I have good juju.
you immediately begin to glean information off the
It's a
tome
12.
that you're looking at.
With my
12? Okay, so there are some pictures, so it interests you.
Man.
No.
And Anley, you begin to read, and you come across
I wasn't being a turd.
some of the annals of the bear killers.
You're
Oh
being a turd.
boy.
And you're
Not at all.
looking, and then there's some talk of the
Antler Riders?
the fallen cities. And then about an hour in, you find an annotation speaking about the Antler Riders and those that came from the tundra,
Oh, there's pictures. Could you be in it?
She could be.
the travelers that visited.
So are there pictures
The
of
travelers
us?
that visited.
Aw.
Oh shit.
Pictures of y'all with the antler riders.
Hey,
Us.
we're in this book. And I just kind of like turn it.
So she turns it and she shows it to you, Tally. You read that, at one point in the history of the Antler Riders, they were visited by a group of people that they had to teach their language. And they taught them their ways, and they stayed with them and fought the bear killers. And some suffered loss.
Definitely us.
And then they made their way. They left on the way to their next journey.
Jeez.
You think we should check
Basically, the
between that?
book you're reading is a history of the tribes post-break.
Yeah. Am I finding anything on where those tribes may have lived over here in Clonal? Or is this just based off of...
This is a very old tome,
Yeah.
and it doesn't say where it came from, but you do have librarians here.
Mm-hmm.
So the librarian, yes, General.
Where did y'all get this book? Was it donated from anywhere? Did y'all get it from this country?
This book was recovered
Like the red with the green.
just east of the mountains of the Western Sea.
Okay. So,
We have our heading.
artifacts from this era
And she
would have
points-
been found out there,
She
right?
points to the tome that
Yeah.
that Tally has in front of her, and she says, "If you will turn towards the center of the tome." And as you turn towards the center of the tome, this one is partly an old common or
Pretty common.
pre-common, and there's a transition at the middle. It's kind of like a Rosetta Stone thing, and it tells of the weaponry and the daily lives, and it talks about the golden knives with the bone handles that belong to the antler riders.
I'm glad you reminded me.
And it talks about the spears with the bare bones that had been sharpened of the bear killers. And then it talks about the nets and the pikes
And I'm
of
seeing
the
all of this vividly.
of the sea peoples on the shore.
So far, does all this information seem to be accurate as to our recollection?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
this is what you remember.
The places they refer to as the fallen cities. Would there be any information?
Many expeditions have attempted to reach the western shore, but have usually been met with some sort of misfortune. The only returning person from the western shores made a report that there were no cities to be found. Just a mountain range, and it opened up into several large villages of indigent people. One, I believe, surrounded a circle lake.
What is it?
The
Okay.
Circle Lake.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for your help.
The
Of course.
misfortune we're used to.
And I'm gonna be the one driving us there.
We didn't go back in Rumside's history. We came to Clanel's history.
My mind's starting to click and put it all together.
Our saga isn't.
Because I'm so kind of woozy from last night.
You said you got a son in Clanel?
I said our saga.
Oh,
So wait.
We fell
The
right
Antler Riders?
We fell right into
We're not
that.
in Romside. That's why we couldn't find anything that looked like
That
the
was-
Circle Bay on our Romside maps.
We fell.
It
dead
was
in the-
here.
We fell right into
So
her
I
plans.
teleported us back in time.
Someone's
And across
Oh, you're right.
the sea
fell
and
right
the
into her trap this time.
continent.
I admit it, this is pretty good a trap.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
my god.
It's a lot of lore that we now have explanation to.
That was low.
Whoa.
So we
Why?
actually went with your plans for once.
Why? So, but wait. Vixra is still in Teldrana.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, son.
She has nothing to do with the breaking.
So that's why none of these people know of the darkness.
Because they already died.
Well, then again, Romside doesn't know about the darkness yet either.
All right.
Oh my god. So not only did you transport us across an ocean and a continent and back 10,000 years in time, we're in the history books.
so that means we died at
Does-
some point.
No.
Okay, so, but wait. Do we show the queen that?
No.
Ooh, that would.
I mean, it would validate our claim that we're not crazy, but that would go back to, do we want to tell her we're time travelers?
No,
That is-
because that would violate the oath that we took with the elves.
And yourself. So,
And that is just a whole can of.
Maybe
Worms
we
that we
need
don't
to
get
send
over.
her
What
to
about
talk
we
to the
tell
elves?
the elves?
No.
The elves? Maybe.
we will not be breaking any rules with the elves, because Didn't you already tell the elves that we were time travelers, sort of?
More or less, kind of in a way, roundabout.
Okay.
So if we
Shall I summon?
And I just like start copying into my little notebook.
Are you going to be an artist now?
So should we tell Agnes?
We have to take the book.
Ask to borrow the book.
It's a library. You check books out.
It's
Don't
in
just
our
take
library, ain't it?
It
It.
is
No,
a
it's
library.
their library.
I thought we were inside of
Queenie
our
did say
No.
anything
Anything.
we want.
And we can put it in our, she can take
Okay.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. I'm going to ask if I can take these
We are
books
going to take the books,
temporarily.
have
for our
Agnes get in
travels.
touch with Mr. Man.
I'll bring them back.
I'm with him right now.
The library goes, can you wait here, General?
Absolutely. I have all the time in the
And
world.
she picks up the books.
All day,
Literally.
actually.
She picks up all 3 of the tomes.
Yeah.
She puts them in her arms. I shall return.
Okay. Cool.
We have all day.
And she leaves.
I'm still riding out.
And 5 minutes pass.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And 10
Hinky.
minutes pass.
Do it.
Maybe she's making the copies.
And 15 minutes pass.
I knew it.
Check the doors. Make sure y'all aren't locked in.
And 20 minutes pass.
I'm starting to get angry now.
Handling.
I'm using my general powers, not just
I mean,
find the
15
next
minutes
closest
ago I got
librarian.
kissed.
I know. The next closest librarian. Hey!
Yes, sir.
That little girl who just took off with those books.
Which
Where
little girl?
the librarian, Paige, about yay high, took off with these books that we were just reading.
Maeve.
I guess. Where is she?
I don't know. Let me check.
You have 5 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Audrey, go with him.
You have an escort.
He kind of nervously turns and Audrey goes and trots along behind him. Just as he walks out of the room this way, in walks Maeve this way.
Call Audrey back.
Audrey,
Tell him to bring him back too. So
Whatever.
just a human.
What took you so long?
Where she
Wow.
Audrey
She
after
now
me
has
goes 1
she
hour
now
out
has
the
6
city,
books in her arm.
heading to port.
Told you she was having a copy made for you.
I'm already out of the city heading to port, right?
And she lays them all on the table.
so
And she goes, these are the originals. They must remain.
Okay.
But these are copies
Okay.
generated by our mages.
Okay.
They're exactly the same.
Just fresh.
And hands them to you.
Yeah. You could have told us that you were just gonna make us some copies. We didn't know you could do that.
I apologize, General.
Could
I
have
thought
just
you
be
were familiar.
thankful.
Thank you very much.
Snap back on you, Nick.
Come on, Tally.
Thank
Tally.
God.
check the books.
And
Okay,
we-
check them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Hightail it back over
flick back
to
through
place
it as
place.
we're like tally
Are they
carry
the
these.
same?
Tally
Are they-
carry
are
these.
they
And I'm
actually
flicking
the
through
same?
one as we're walking.
Yep, they're exactly the same.
Yep.
Okay.
Go back,
Can I ask a question? How many diamonds do you still have?
Pearls.
No.
I
Pearls.
have enough. I've got 6.
Yes.
We've got 6.
I think maybe before we leave,
'Cause I
somebody
found
could
this
ask
sheet.
for a couple of pearls from the Queen.
They're not the same.
Yeah, it's not that kind of pearl.
Although she might know
Okay.
where I can get some.
So, Agnes, after
Which
you've
would
finished
reveal-
your breakfast with Adeline, he asks you if you would care to take the air of a horse ride in the country.
Well, that sounds lovely.
You're
but-
gonna probably
but I'm
run
gonna
into me.
hear. But are we gonna hear like the little footsteps of
Yeah, 'cause we're
an
running
orc
back.
running back to us?
You're off in the gardens having breakfast.
We're in the gardens having breakfast. Do I want to go for a horseback ride? Where are we riding to?
You probably saw me taking off on horse.
Just an adventurous ride.
I'm always down for adventures. Okay, let's go.
So he walks with you to the stables, and of course they jump to saddle horses for you, and off you go.
Okay.
So, Brian, are you still sleeping?
No.
You up now?
He's
I've
hungry
been
now.
out.
Okay, where are you going?
I'm
What
going
you
what's
doing?
ahead of my crackhead.
Then, if you wander through the palace to the northern fields, you see the blacks, Orand and
Anya.
Anya.
Yeah.
And but that's it. Just the pair of blacks, the mated pair.
Well, they know you can go ask if you.
I asked them if they seen the greens.
They said Mayana and Farna are on a journey. They should return tomorrow.
Tomorrow we gotta get going because I'm training.
So Moonstone.
Hey, I might be coming back in the airship that I trained on.
That would be pretty cool.
Okay. You and Ryder are hanging?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Agnes. You find an open area beneath some beautiful trees on the shore of a battling brook. And
That's a pretty question.
Adeline jumps from his horse and lies a blanket down.
Start the episode.
Is it picnic time? Is it picnic time?
You could call it that.
I don't do that. We're not married.
Right? I'm still a lady. Might be a general, but I'm a lady.
Then shall we take the sounds of nature?
Absolutely. Let us sit here together and enjoy.
Yeah, but looking at grasshoppers or snails.
We'll cuddle. How about that?
First base.
There's a fifth base.
Over the shirt. No
No
bra.
Close your
So,
ears.
that degenerates into some, whatever you can imagine.
No patty fingers.
Oh God.
But he is very respectful.
Good. That's he better. Otherwise,
And-
I'm a general. I'll pound him.
Everybody getting lucky tonight.
And he is very caring and gentle.
Very good. That's how he should be.
It's very giving.
I think she needs to pull
Good.
a little dagger out and say,
No,
"Don't
No.
tell me something."
Agnes isn't the stabby type. Unlike Bella.
And Agnes stabs him.
Oh.
Get
So,
a little
yeah.
circumcised. Just make
Okay.
She would then become
So,
freaking Interpol's
Let's
most
see,
wanted.
where are we at?
Nicky Nick.
When you arrive at the port, you see the shorebreaker tied up to
Oh my goodness, you have to have the voice.
port 13.
I ride up on the horseback and I just get off right near the.
And
Hey, dude.
up on the fantail, you see Captain DeVere standing
He is
there.
not
And
gonna
he
let you
looks
have
down
that
and he
ship.
says, "Oh, by the gods! Surely you're not the one they sent for me to train."
They are. I am, and
Oh, you don't
they did.
remember.
So,
You
Don't
don't know.
curse my life.
at
shall
least
we
I'm
go?
not Reiner. Think about it like this.
Shall we go?
Yes, let's go.
Grell, take care of the ship. Get us loaded.
Don't touch my shit.
I will return before the sun goes down. If I can't teach this gentleman how to operate the airship, by then, no one can.
Do I roll for my learning ability or?
Yeah, go ahead and...
Fail miserably.
So... What?
What is your roll?
19! Okay. Way to go. You got good rolls.
Trying to look at your dice.
I rolled 19.
Okay.
That's bull.
So-
That's so
As
So
soon as I rolled
after-
19, I was like, yes.
After about 4 or 5 hours of DeVere, they carry you to the airship field. And after about 4 or 5 hours with DeVere, he teaches you some of the basics. How to make it rise, how to make it turn, and you understand some of the sails. But he teaches you how to make the thing steer. And after about 5 hours, you get the general idea. We're going to give you a if you had a ability of, if the ability to operate the ship was 1 to 10, you would have a rudimentary understanding of about 3.
Where do I put that? Proficiencies languages?
Yeah, proficiency, airship master, 3 of 10.
Solid.
Well, do we have? I know. You don't
All right.
think that would.
I'm gonna sail it back.
And he goes, "Then don't break the ship.
Yes, Captain.
And
Don't touch nothing.
if you need me, never mind.
Don't need me.
Don't break the ship."
I give Captain Navir a farewell bow and wish him well on his journeys throughout the sea.
Captain.
Is that demotion or promotion at this point?
It's an addition. It's an addition.
Addition.
Navy, not Army.
Captain General. General Captain.
Colonel.
I've created a monster.
You have.
Yep.
I'm gonna hear about it all week
Probably.
at home.
And I'm just gonna be sitting up there just watching.
We're gonna go commit
So
war
now I'm gonna
crimes now.
fly over the Capitol and just like, hey, let's go!
We're gonna go commit war crimes now.
At the conclusion of all this, you all have returned to the palace.
Well, I'm still sailing.
No, you're back.
Oh, I am?
You're back.
Okay.
So we're back, and I think you guys want to talk to my betrothed.
Yes. So we're gonna take you two aside, both of you.
Okay.
We're gonna let you in on it.
So are you in the tent? Are you in your quarters?
Yeah, where
We'll
are
take
you?
him to the tent.
Can you let him in the tent,
Take
please?
him, let him in the tent. Come on.
He's fine.
I know.
I mean, at least
We've
in the tent,
already
we
let
know
him
no
in the
one else
tent
can
at least
hear.
once, I think. We could just have the meeting in my room,
Let's do
as
it.
usual.
I just
Alright,
kind of
meeting-
want to, not right now. I just
Meeting in the robes room.
Okay.
No
All right.
offense, no offense. I just want to.
Yeah.
Rogues room.
Rogues room.
Rogues room.
Rogues room. Okay.
Do, 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 do.
And as you walk in with Adlin, he's like, "Miss Agnes,"
And it's not an ambush, I swear.
and that's where we'll pick it up next time.
Okay.
Damn.
No, we-
Cliffhanger.
Thank you for
Cliffhanger.
tuning in and chatting with us and watching us. We had a great time. Be decent to one another. We love y'all. And
Party
we'll
on.
see you next
Bit-
time.
Like and subscribe.
Excellent to one another.
Later!